Hey guys, assistors here back with another video. Smartphone cameras are getting better day by day. With the evolution of mobile cameras and the blooming of image sharing platforms like Instagram and Snapchat, more and more people are now engaged to their smartphone cameras. Cause not everyone could afford a DSLR and smartphones are a daily use gadget, so it's easy to snap images using our smartphones. But the drastic thing here is that not all the images snapped using a smartphone camera are going to be a perfect snap. In some cases, the images need to be tinkered a bit before posting it online, so for that you need an image editing software. And it has a bunch of image editing apps, so here are my top 5 list of image editing apps for Android, and with no further delays, let's get into the actual game. In alphabetical order, at first we have the Manor app. It's a camera spelled with a Y. Kinda strange to spell, but it gets the job done. This app is the only app in the whole list to come with an inbuilt filter camera app like the Beauty Cams, Stretrica and other filter camera apps. First of all, to make things clear, this app is not highly recommended for editing natural sceneries and other real-time shots. This is an app developed with an intention to improve portrait pictures of a person or an animal. Of course, it has all the options to enhance an image, but I definitely not recommend this app if you are a natural photographer who likes to snap trees, the sky, rivers, seas, and other kind of stuffs. It has a handful of options to tweak your facial look, your structure, your eyes, lots of other facial tweaking options inside it. The interface of this app is simple and all the options can be easily accessed with no confusions. In combination with all the above features, it also comes with a collection of filters like different lighting options, different blurring options, rainbow filters, lots of dramatic filter options inside it. This app is suitable for editing all kinds of images, but it would be a great option for enhancing images with people and pets. So if you are a selfie addict, then this would definitely be your on-the-go option. As I didn't have any of my pictures while shooting this video, I went with an image of a plant near me, and to my surprise, the output image came really well. So this is not a completely bad option, but it is good in some cases and the best for portrait image editings. So that's it with the first Manor app, and next up we have the compact version of Photoshop for Android. Photoshop Express is a little Photoshop inside Android, but it is not a complete image editing package like the one for PCs. Initially, it prompts you to sign in with your Adobe Creative Cloud ID if you have one, but if you do not have one, that's not going to be an issue. But if you have one, then it would gain you access to some premier features like filters and other enhancement options. At the initial stage, it gives you a set of presets to enhance your images in a single click, but applying filters is not always a good option. It will restrict you only with the predefined settings, so better go with manual editing mode. In that manual enhancement section, it has all the options like brightness, contrast control, sharpness control, saturation control, and all other things which need to be present inside a normal image editing app. But after using this app for a little while, the one thing which shocked me and pissed me a lot is the poor optimization of this app. This is an app from a big tech company in the world, but it is poorly optimized than all other apps in the list. After applying a change, you literally need to wait for a couple of seconds to see that actual change to be displayed on your screen, which will really make you mad at the initial stages. That's a drastic downside when it comes to this Photoshop Express app. Apart from that, this is good for normal editing works. This app is recommended only if you need a touch of Photoshop in your Android device. There is nothing much in it when compared to all the other apps in the list. Well, it has some border presets, but that's not going to be a big deal. If you are an Adobe Creative Cloud member and you want to utilize the premium features in your mobile too, then go for this app. Otherwise, it's not recommended for everyone. Moving on to the next spot, we have the great Pixar. I'm a die-hard fan of this app for more than 3 years, and that is for a reason. Pixar is not just a simple image editor, it is a complete package with all available image enhancement options. The cropping, straightening, and other common options like the brightness and contrast controls are usual things in all apps, but when it comes to Pixar, it is unique. It has lots and lots of exclusive options. It is the real Photoshop for Android. Options like the brightness control and other common controls can be used as an instant option, but it has some exclusive options which can be accessed only if you have an active internet connection. It is a combination of all the apps in the list inside a single app. It also has that Prisma style filters you apply using Prisma inside the magic section of Pixar. There are a lot of online content available with this app. It has tons of border presets, lens flare presets, and a lot of other cool things. Photoshop is good, but it's not the best. But when it comes to image editing, Pixar is the best. This is not a biased opinion. Once you get used to this app, you will know that I'm saying these things for a reason. But it is not completely suitable for instant image editing works. It is a little complex to understand in the initial stages, and to explore things, you need to work a lot. So people who need an app for instant image editing with not all the complex things, then this is not your option. This is not your recommended image editor. There is another app in the list which acts as a perfect instant image editor app, and that's none other than Google Snapseed. This Snapseed app is my recent favorite. 90% of my Instagram content in the recent days were and will be edited using this app. The one little downside of this app is that this is the only app in this whole list which lacks an instant camera option, and importing images using this app is the simplest and the easiest option available. It can be done just in a single click. You can browse all the images, you can import it inside Snapseed, and after importing images, you need not even strain a nerve to edit all those images. Pixar is a great piece of app, but it's not for all class users. If you just need an app for editing images in a more flexible way and in a simple way, in a single swipe, then don't get yourself confused, just download this app already. All the editing options are cleanly organized. You can switch from one option to another option just by swiping from up to down in the screen. And even it has no sliders to adjust brightness, contrast, and other things. All the options can be adjusted and controlled just by swiping on your screen. And unlike other apps, this one is simple and fast AF. It also has some filter presets, but that's not a professional's way of editing images. It takes just a couple of minutes to get used to this app, and once you get used to it, this will definitely be your BAE in image editing. The one thing which attracted me a lot is the smart healing or the spot healing option of this app. This is actually an option in Photoshop which lets you remove unwanted things from an image. And using this spot healing option in Snapseed, you can do the same thing in the same way. You just need to brush up things which you don't need, and that will be removed or that will be matched along with the surrounding images. And don't expect a lot from this feature. If you want a whole person to be removed from an image, then that is not completely possible using this spot healing option. But if you want to remove a spot from your face, or a color from a display, or some kind of garbage lying around in a beautiful image like this one here for instance, then you can do all these things using this spot healing option. Well, finally, hands down, if someone asks me to suggest a simple and efficient image editor for Android, then this would definitely be my first opinion. So I think with these 4 apps we are almost nearing the end of the video, and here's the last one. In both alphabetical order and in my order of preference, this app stands the last. This app has the clumsiest user interface of all the apps in the list. Even to import an image into this app, you need to do some groundwork. It's not simple like all the other apps. You will not have a nice user experience using this app. So why have I added this app to my list? Well, here's the answer. This app has all the enhancement options like the other ones, but it is completely suitable for filter heads. If you just need to apply filter to your images, then you can go for this one. This has almost all the necessary filters inside it, and that can be added in just a single tap. Even if you want to add other enhancements to your image, then that can be done, but apart from that filter applying option, there is nothing new in this app, and the user experience is a main thing when it comes to an app, and I had a bad experience using this app. So this app would definitely be my last preference, and that wraps the whole video, I think. So here are my top 5 image editing apps. My personal preference would be to have both Snapseed and Pixar installed in your mobile. Both the apps get all the image editing things done for you. Even if Snapseed fails in some cases, then Pixar would definitely have you back. So this is my final word. You have seen this video, it's completely my opinion and yours may change, so don't take my word alone. See other videos, read other reviews, get a clear idea which one to use, which one to get, which one to download. And the key factor here is whatever image editor you use, first the raw image you snap must be a decent one to make it into a good one. And the next key factor would be you knowing what to do with the raw image. If an image is overexposed, then increasing the brightness of the image would make no difference. It would just make the image even worse. So make sure you know this stuff and start snapping some shots, learn about image editing and stuff, and have your own moment with your own images. And as always, thanks for watching. And if you feel I left some of your favorite apps in the list, then don't get mad at me. It's just my list. So if you want people to know about your favorite apps, then write about those apps in the comments. I'll meet you guys and girls in the next one. Till then, it's bye bye from IT Assistors. Thanks for watching and bye.